Ribbon's running the 203H webinar tomorrow. Now, remember the 203H are for properties that were hit in disaster zones. You can go in there, get 100% financing on these things. I hear they're fairly easy to do, but you want to check out this webinar because there's a lot of disaster-prone areas that have been and are going to get hit this year. Click this banner right over there, or on Facebook right up above. So this is really good news. It looks like HUD is going to quit suing lenders for False Claim Act violations. Now, if you don't remember, we've talked about this a whole bunch. It's a Civil War Act, so if the government bought goods from private citizens that were crap, you know, like lame donkeys, rotten food, or guns that wouldn't shoot, well, then they had recourse to go ahead and get their money back. HUD's been using this act on mortgages, claiming lenders sold loans to the government that had some material defects.
Right, we've talked about how stupid and counterproductive this has been. The NBA and NAM have similar thoughts as well, and now the head of HUD seems to agree.
Stupid. They all said stupid. When asked about using the False Claims Act, Carson said, and Carson is the head of HUD, he said, "We're already addressing that problem, our staff along with the DOJ staff. And we're committed to getting that resolved because it's ridiculous, quite frankly." Okay, maybe they didn't say stupid, they said they're ridiculous.
Okay, but here's the deal. So Carson thinks using the False Claims Act to go after lenders is ridiculous. And again, the head of HUD,
right,
the tip of the spear of these ridiculous lawsuits, called this ridiculous.
There's a lot of ridiculous going on here right now.
That's what she said.
So, here's a question. As we speak, Quicken and Guild are fighting back against false claim-based lawsuits with HUD. Now, if the guy behind the lawsuit calls these things ridiculous, then shouldn't HUD just drop these two cases?
Yeah, or even what about Wells, Franklin, Walter, First Tennessee, First Horizon, M&T, PHH, United Shore Regions, and BB&T, who've already paid out nearly $2 billion, or who have agreed to pay $2 billion. Shouldn't they get a refund?
I mean, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Sure.
All right, let's face it. The last administration, who was protecting consumers, used the False Claims Act to sue lenders straight out of FHA, the best mortgage choice for low to moderate income families. Now, the new administration, the current one, says these lawsuits are ridiculous. Well, then put your money where your mouth is, guys, and give these lenders their cash back. Say sorry and ask for these lenders to aggressively jump back into FHA, lower the cost, of the lawsuits out of the future loans, and start to help families once again.
Yeah, get this. From 2013 to 2017, the amount of FHA loans funded by non-depository banks went from 37 to 75%.
Big number,
Huge.
Big number.
And why is that? Simple. Small, non-depository banks aren't worth suing.
Why not?
Because there's no money in them, man, or not as much. No headlines and no money. But sue Quicken or sue Wells Fargo or Chase, lots of money and a big splash in national headlines. Hardly seems fair, but that's how it goes. So big lenders with deep pockets who are the targets of these lawsuits have just pulled back or out of FHA. We've all seen that.
Too.
And that leaves a lot of room for guess who? The little guys to jump in and fill in the void. Again, it's hardly ideal.
Absolutely. So False Claims Act looks like it's on the way out, which should spell relief for borrowers who want more choices and competitive pricing when it comes to getting an FHA loan. Now, I gotta tell you, Frank, seriously, this whole thing kind of chaps my ass. Because those who claim consumer protection use a law to punish lenders and ultimately consumers as well. Yet the party that's always accused of being in bed with Wall Street and the big banks, they move toward what truly amounts to consumer protection. Because more choices and lower fees and rates is a type of protection most people that are buying a house are looking for.
Well, there you go, guys. False Claims Act, Ben Carson, looks like it's moving out. This should be some relief.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I am. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this
remember
is
we bought
it.
this?
Yes, remember?
Here's your False Claims Act. There's those lame donkeys. This is what they're suing lenders for right here. Can you believe it?
So, you know what's a trip? There's actually 2 horses there because this one's got 3 back legs if there's not, and it's just perfectly lined up.
Isn't that
which is
crazy?
a trip. Yeah.
And remember, Jamie Dimon from Chase said, yeah, we're pulling out of FHA because this false claim stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
And that hurts consumers.
All right, so there you go. Let us know your comments down below. Please forward, share, and subscribe for free in the upper right-hand corner or up above on Facebook. We'll catch you guys later here at the National Real Estate Post.
And when you you share it on Facebook, tag people. It helps.
Maybe that's not a leg.
I don't know.